The Battlefront collection was released with a rocky start, so why not decide to get all achievements within the game? The Battlefront collection has 45 achievements in all. Most are very simple and some are very grindy, but I've managed to break them down into 3 different types. The first type is, of course, campaign achievements, which are, as the title says, just for the campaign completion and for finishing it. The second type is the grinding achievements, which are the longest and the hardest achievements to obtain inside of the collection. And the third and final type is, of course, just miscellaneous achievements, which are short and out-of-the-way achievements, but fairly easy to obtain. So let's jump right into it and begin our journey for all the achievements in the Battlefront collection. Beginning our journey to start with the Battlefront 1 Clone Wars campaign. In Battlefront 1, the campaigns are just like the multiplayer, where you have to either capture all of the points or exert all of the enemy's reinforcements. You get to switch between the different sides of the war and experience it from each perspective. Traveling and fighting through different planets and using different and brand new units was very refreshing. It was a joy revisiting the old Battlefront 1 campaigns, and it was like I was back in 2004. We push destroying the enemy on each and every planet until we make it to the end of the Clone Wars campaign, gaining our first ever achievement, the Cost of War. With one achievement, we're fully locked into it now and can do nothing but push on through the rest. We begin the Galactic Civil War campaign now between the Empire and the Rebels, of course. This campaign once again works the same way as the Clone Wars campaign had and the multiplayer does. We fight through the original trilogy planets, rehashing some famous old battles from the movies and some really great places and sceneries. We play both sides as the Empire pushes back the Rebel forces and vice versa. On the last battle, we fight on Hoth, of course, and have the ability to grab a miscellaneous achievement right here. With the Snowspeeders, we obtain it coming around Rogue Leader, grabbing ourselves our second achievement of the game for using the cables on the Snowspeeders to bring down the AT-AT. We grab our third achievement, Built on Hope, for finishing the Galactic Civil War campaign. We then head over to Bespin Cloud City real fast so we can go ahead and grab our final Battlefront 1 achievement for knocking a Jedi over the edge. This achievement took way longer than it should have, because the AI was just not cooperating with me whatsoever no matter what I tried. Luckily though, Mace Windu accidentally rolled over the edge but got stuck before falling off. The AI kind of broke, he was completely confused. After dying, I head back over to the edge and he was just gone, which confused me, but eventually I had grabbed the achievement Execute Order 66, concluding all the achievements inside of Battlefront Run just right there. We head over to Battlefront 2 and begin the long and tedious grinding process for many achievements. For the grinding achievements, we have to hit some milestones with certain classes and our overall rank. We have to make it all the way to 64 for each of these, as you guys can see here in the stats right now. We have to hit legendary status and make it all the way up to the rank of captain in order to grab all of these grindy achievements. Finally, making it into the second section of our achievements and getting the hardest part out of the way as soon as possible. For each class, we get achievements for getting our first medal, the veteran medal, which is for 4, I believe, elite medal, which I think is for like halfway through, and then finally legendary medals, and of course getting our rank medals as we go all the way up until captain. We grab, just like the simulations, for our first endurance medal. We get You Shot First for our first gunslinger medal. We get There's One Don't Set for Stun for our first frenzy medal. We get Good Soldiers Follow Orders for our first guardian medal. We get Shoulder Fire Very Expensive for our first demolition medal. One Clone Army for our very first War Hero medal. We get Just Call Me Fixer for our first Technician medal. We get In Your Sights for our first Marksman medal. We get I'm Not Finished Yet, Sir for Veteran Endurance status. We get Keep Your Enemies Closer for our first Regulator medal. We get Never Tell Me the Odds for hitting Veteran War Hero status. We get Someone Has to Save Our Skins for our Veteran Guardian status. We get Attention Sergeant on deck for hitting Sergeant rank. We get Sometimes I Amaze Even Myself for hitting Veteran Gunslinger status. We get Next Up Death Star for hitting Veteran Demolition status. We get Rebels Blast Them for hitting Veteran Frenzy status. We get You'll Call Me Captain or Sir for hitting Captain rank. We get Nova Corps Marine for hitting Elite Endurance status. We get Shock Trooper for hitting Elite Guardian status. We get Republic Commando for hitting Elite Frenzy status. We get ARF Trooper for hitting Elite Gunslinger status. We get ARC Trooper for hitting Elite War Hero status. We unlock the Energy Regen for hitting Legendary Endurance status. We unlock the Elite Rifle for hitting Legendary Frenzy status. We get Omno Jedi for hitting General rank. We unlock the Precision Pistol for hitting Legendary Gunslinger status. We get Up and Close and Personal for hitting Veteran Regulator status. We get All Too Easy for hitting Veteran Technician status. We unlock Damage Reduction for hitting Legendary Guardian status. We get Combat Engineer for hitting Elite Regulator status. We unlock the Fletch Shotgun for hitting Legendary Regulator status. We get Bark Trooper for hitting Elite Technician status. We unlock Vehicle Regen for hitting Legendary Technician status. We Don't Become My Enemy for hitting Veteran Marksman status. We get Ordnance Specialist for hitting Elite Demolition status. We unlock the Remote Rocket for hitting Legendary Demolition status. We get Shadow Trooper for hitting Elite Marksman status. We unlock the Beam Rifle for hitting Legendary Marksman status. And we unlock Increased Damage for hitting Legendary War Hero status. After hours upon hours of long grinding, we finally reached just 2 more achievements, and for us to jump into the Battlefront 2 campaign finally. For the Battlefront 2 campaign, we follow in the footsteps of the 501st Legion during the end of the Clone Wars and the building of the Empire. For those of you who don't know, the 501st was a special group of clones and later stormtroopers that served directly under Darth Vader himself and did all of his missions. These are a full elite group that can handle and has handled anything that has been thrown at them. In typical fashion, we head from planet to planet, mission to mission, pushing back enemy forces or destroying the objectives. Throughout the campaign, it's also revealed that the 501st Legion were aware of Order 66 from the beginning of their entire army, and the clone telling the stories feels some kind of regret for the Order as well. From the beaches of Kashyyyk all the way to the snowy planet Hoth, the campaign really drives you in, and it's like being all the way back in 2005 once again. Battlefront 2 also even shows off some moments from the third movie, which was coming out around the same time Battlefront 2 originally had dropped. Since the campaign actually follows a story this time around, rather than how Battlefront 1 campaign was just the multiplayer, just a little bit longer, this game took us a little bit longer to get through with the cutscenes and the added objectives. Some of the missions were extremely hard that I didn't expect whatsoever, if I'm 100% honest with you. We also fought in space for 3 of the missions, which is one of the coolest pieces inside of Battlefront 2, which fans highly remember it for. At this point, I'm mostly just rambling, so let's jump right into the end of the campaign, shall we? We get to Hoth during the events of The Empire Strikes Back, and we rush the rebel base, killing and destroying everything in our way. Heading to the troop transports in the back, Darth Vader joins the fight, and we begin our final bombing run to stop any more rebels from escaping the base. As Darth Vader, we mow down rebels like they're nothing until the last bombing run comes. It destroys the troop transports, and we have officially beaten the Battlefront 2 campaign just like that. We get the War Left Its Scars on All of Us achievement for beating the campaign, and wait for Marshal Commander for getting all achievements within the game. As you could see, the Marshal Commander achievement didn't pop at all for us. Apparently, there's an actual issue with this achievement where it doesn't pop no matter what you do, and you have to wait until it's finally fixed so we can actually get the final achievement for the Battlefront collection. So after recording the last words, they finally recently put out a patch in order to fix this issue, and now I have the achievement and have officially 100%ed the Battlefront collection. So there you go. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I know it was a short one, but there wasn't too much to really cover with the Battlefront collection. I know this game has gotten big hate since its release, but personally I haven't had too many issues on my journey for all the achievements at all. Luckily, except for the achievement bug, which gladly they eventually fixed, which was pretty fast. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. We'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, and remember to stay timeless.